So there's lots of windows and sort of hatches on board, and each of them open for ventilation, and each of them have a fly screen, and each of them have a blackout blind so that you can get the motorhome nice and dark in the evenings. So I'm going to show you how to operate each because they have slight differences. So up in the front in the cab, we've got this big roof light, and these guys just open up. There's no little button on this, but effectively this opens up for ventilation to about there, and then you can just tighten it off like that and like that. And you can see that opens up for a lot of ventilation, so the air kind of whisks across the top of the motorhome and in here, and it creates a nice through draft. It has a fly screen, so if you're somewhere and you don't want the bugs in, you have a big fly screen to do that. And if you go from the top, it's blackout, so that can come all the way down and black out there. These blinds are really fragile, so it's quite important to be careful with them because they damage really easily. So make sure it's probably adults that are pulling these. It's important not to drive with any of your roof hatches open. There are also, in the front here, you've got little blinds that pinch into the side. Again, these guys are really fragile, so it's important that somebody takes care of them. They pinch across. And then they magnetically close there. You can see they're already a little bit sort of sticky. So again, really fragile. They're just made of paper, so just be careful with those. And then in the side, there are some in the side, and they just pull across again like that, so we can get the motorhome nice and dark for sleeping. That one goes across the same. So this is the window. I'll only show you this window because they all operate the same, apart from obviously the front bits. So these ones are a little bit different in as much as the catches have got a tiny little button in the middle. So you push the little button and then it opens. It's like a little fail safe to stop kids opening and falling or whatever. So make sure that you push those little buttons. Again, they're fragile, so nothing in a motorhome or a caravan should be forced. There's always a way to open things, and then they're just open and they stay open on a little pneumatic kind of hinge. Again, fly screen from the top, blind from the bottom, but again, really fragile. These things are the things that get replaced the most, so be careful with these. On this window, and only on this window, there's a little switch here. It's a little safety micro switch where basically the exhaust for the water boiler that is under this seat, the exhaust is right below here. So only on this window, if you open this window, or this window is open, it will cut the gas out. So this micro switch cuts the gas out so that the fumes don't come from the exhaust and up into the habitation. So if you're wondering why the hot water's gone or the heating's gone or whatever, it's because this window is open. But it's only this window, all of the others are open. So as soon as you close that, your heating and your hot water and all of your gas functions will be restored. So that's just a little safety feature there. Throughout the motorhome, there are all these little sunlight hatches that also act as ventilation. You can open them, but they all open in a different way. And again, they're quite fragile. So there's a little different way of opening this one. That's the catch, so you have to push that in. The catch comes down, and then they can open all the way up to there. They've got different levels of opening. Just want a little bit of ventilation, or a lot, and then to close again, just push up behind that catch. And then this too has a blackout blind from one side, and a fly screen from the other. There we go. If you follow me down, this one is the same. So you've got the fly screen all the way across there. This is a big hatch. Obviously, blackout from that side. You can see that's a little bit damaged across there because they're so fragile. And then this one opens on a windy system. So that's closing it. So you can help it with your hand because it is quite a weight, but this is a big window there. And then again, to close it, just wind it the other way, help it with your hand. And there you go, that's closed there. And then the fly screen can go back across.